I was there when this first started unfolding. I wasn't, in some off-campus location or something, there on the West Front, watching these officers, being impacted by the munitions that were in the air.
The call to send help came in at 12:58. And Acting Chief Robert Conti says his officers responded in minutes. They were some of the first to support Capitol Police in a mission to reclaim the citadel of our democracy.
We sent as many as 1,200 officers to assist the United States Capitol Police in defending the Capitol. That was something that the Metropolitan Police Department, that we did as a lead up in terms of pre-positioning resources. And I think there's been a lot of finger pointing that has gone on there. But again, our response, is factual, and this is what occurred.
Your women and men were under attack, and that can't be something that you just leave your shift that day and you come back and you're the same.
Yeah.
Everybody is different post January
Yeah.
6th. How are the officers of the Metropolitan Police doing?
Yeah, they're dealing with it, and I think as human beings, having gone through that experience, there are some who are doing better than others.
We've heard the harrowing sagas of officers trapped in the melee, fighting to survive. Officers Mike Fanone, Lila Morris, and Daniel Hodges were honored for their bravery during the Super Bowl. But there were many more officers who struggled and are suffering in silence. One D.C. police officer, Jeffrey Smith, died by suicide just days after the riots. Conti says when it comes to mental health, he is trying to lead by example.
It's okay to not be okay. I think it's very important to say that to our police officers, but I think it's more important that we make sure that they get the care that they need. I have gone through a debriefing with our Metropolitan Police Department's Employee Assistance Program. We broadcasted it to members within the agency. To give them, some visibility into, what the leader is also experiencing.
What is the leader experiencing?
Well, the leader is experiencing anger. The leader is experiencing disappointment. The leader is experiencing, disbelief that the nation's capital, the capital of the United States, it's encompassed by a steel fence. And, all of these avenues have been cut off now, as a result of this. This footprint can be reduced a bit, and I think still we have the same security postures.
In the wake of the Capitol riots, there is also a new posture within the ranks. Chief Conti has talked about doing background checks to root out potential extremism.
Are you concerned that there is a space where that exists within the Metropolitan Police?
I have not certainly seen any outward signs of that, but I think that, in this new normal, those are things that we need to be concerned about, and I certainly intend on doing everything that I possibly can to make sure that we don't have, those type of individuals.
Conti knows there will be more challenges to come, leading a changing police department with calls to reimagine policing and a series of confirmation hearings to move the process to affirm his new role with the department forward.
I have a motto, and that is excellence is transferable. So whether we're defending the Capitol or whether we're just doing the things that we do in community day in and day out, I want to do it in the spirit of excellence to make sure that, our community members, that they feel that excellence coming from the leader of this police department all the way down to, the officer that's responding to a call for service, knocking at the door.